Hi everybody, it's Nancy from Run a Girl Designs. Hope you're having an awesome day. If it says was live right there, that means you're catching the replay. Do me a favor, type hashtag replay below. That way I can welcome you. Keyword today is, I always forget, heart. Type the word heart and check your messages. Hope you guys are having a really good Sunday. In my craft room today, getting some business things done and getting some projects done for the week. So I thought I would show you guys. We're going to make a project today, but I'm also going to clean my ink mat because it is very dirty. Some of you were asking, how do you do it? So I'm going to show you. I just sprayed it with water. It's only been sitting for like maybe a minute or two before I went live. So it's just regular water. And some project stuff. Let me get that stuff ready. Hello, Dawn. Dawn, how have you been? Okay, so what I do, I use, and I didn't bring the Clorox wipes in here. Hi, Brenda Marengo, how are you? Welcome to my page. Welcome. Hi, Charlene and Pam and Linda. How is everyone? Hi, Marilyn. How are you? Beverly, hello. Hi, Jacqueline. So I use a combination of a board eraser and a paste scraper for my ink mat. Now, in my card link today, if you type the word heart, you're going to see a different shaped ink mat. It's really hard for them to keep this particular ink mat in stock. I think it's a very popular size, but for the project we're doing today, thank you for the start. Beverly, you're always so sweet to me. For the project we're going to do today, the longer and skinnier ink mat is going to work perfectly. It's totally fine. Hi, Carlene Lawrence and Amanda, Bonnie, good morning. Well, is it morning? It's actually technically afternoon here in Texas, but it might be morning still for some of you. You can see I'm still in my running clothes today, but I came in from my run and started getting all my shipping done. So if you made a purchase on my live sale on Friday, it is going out tomorrow. How are you, Bonnie Sutterfield? I'm glad, Dawn, that you're doing great. Okay, so you can see I'm just basically scraping I'm using my paste scraper and I'm getting the paste. Mostly this is for the paste, but it's also going to get some of the fuzz off of my ink mat. I'm just moving it to the center. You can put this right in your sink. Southern California, I love that. I like that you have that in all caps too. I'm doing good today, Donna Schiller. How are you? Yes, I am, Donna. Are you loving it? So guys, in North Texas and beyond, probably in the Texas area, we are going to be in the 70s and 80s this whole week. And that is my jam, you guys. It is my jam. Let's see. 1 o'clock in Atlanta and I'm still in my PJs. Good for you. That's what Sundays are for. I agree. So I'm just getting all this up. Normally I do this in my sink, but I'm just showing you here how I do it. So this isn't going to get necessarily as clean. But basically when your ink mat, it'll start to get less sticky because of all the fuzz that accumulates on it. And even just running my finger, I can feel all the lint and stuff that's on here because obviously we use these with cloth, right? So what I like to do, like I said, is get the most of the paste off. Yes, it is in Pacific time. You are 2 hours behind me, aren't you? My son is in Pacific time also. So I'm getting better and better with all the time change. In Texas, it is, in North Texas anyway, it is 12:19. So, hi Paula, hi Maud and Jan. Rub it in. Oh, sorry, Jan. Hey, you live in that really northern state where it's super cold. I lived in Michigan for 30 whatever years of my life. I totally get it. So the board eraser, you guys, is going to start getting some of the lint off of, see all that lint that's already off? You just take your board eraser. It's going to get some of the paste. This can take a little bit of time to go over. I'm just going to do, like I said, a little bit of it for you so you can see how this works. I haven't cleaned my ink mat in some time, so I want to do this tea towel with you today, and the only way we're going to get that done is if this ink mat gets closed, or not closed, cleaned. And so here we are. This is what we're doing. So like I said, you can see as I just run my finger over this board eraser, it's getting all that lint off of my ink mat, and it's going to help make it sticky again. 1 degree. Dawn, when I was up seeing my dad a couple weeks ago, the Cincinnati area was having like this horrible cold, and it was like 12 below zero or something ridiculous. I can't anymore. I don't want to. It's terrible. It would just like take your breath away the second you come out of the indoors. This is great. I have to clean ink mat to keep her. I know, and I do too, but I thought you guys asked, so we get to do it together. Usually I'm like, it's sticky enough, but mine was getting very where it wasn't kind of sticky at all. So as any thing, if you add a bunch of lint to it, it's not going to be very sticky. So you can keep at it and keep adding water. And even Awesome Spray will work. Hi, Charlene. Yeah, it's cold here in the morning too, Charlene, but you're going to get my weather. We're going to be in the 80s, I'm sure. You almost always get my weather, so I saw a couple days, anything 70 and 80 and above, and I'm 70 and above, and I'm a happy girl. So that's what I'm happy for. Okay, so like I said, you can keep working at it. I probably would. I can feel like the lint here, but I would probably keep working at it for a little longer if I wasn't live with you guys. So I don't know how long you want to watch me do this, but I'm going to show you the rest. Okay, so it was like in the 50s when I ran this morning. So I'm just taking a dry paper towel. See, it's even getting still more of that off. And you can even, like, if you have a chalk couture dry tool, you can use that to dry it if you like. I'm just going to do this. Okay, and then as it gets dry, just like the transfers, mine's still kind of wet, it will get sticky again. So let me add a little heat to it. My heat tool is pretty hot. I'm just going to try to dry it a little better. And like I said, it really could use a little more sticky. Now, if you're finding, see how it's starting to stick again now that it's getting dry? And even more and more as it's dry. And it wasn't sticky at all when we started. So here we go. We've got it sticky, ready to go. Melinda, you are on the live. Hi, Laura Griffin. Laura, he's still making progress forward. How about we say that? How about we say that? Forward is forward. It's slow, but forward. Surgery was good, but still have to rest a lot. Yes, rest. Barbara said got a little snow. Supposed to have more coming. Ugh. 8 degrees. Amanda, I forget where you live. Where do you live? Where do you live? I forget. Okay, so we've got our ink mat ready to go. Now you can see all the paste is gone. I have still some fuzz, but this is going to be sticky enough for what we want to do. So here is my, thank you for sprinkling. Melinda Michael, you sprinkle so often. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Laura, I'm actually going to FaceTime with him and my sister after the live. Oh, Massachusetts. That's why it's so cold. Okay, so these tea towels are in my shop. You've seen me do them before. I did one recently with the rooster on it, which was really cute. But I wanted to do another Valentine's one, and I want to show you the color of the month ink. So I thought, let's make a tea towel. Now, my daughter is a Valentine's baby. She was born on Valentine's Day. And so was my nephew. So they both, he was born 2 years later on Valentine's Day also. So we're kind of a big Valentine's celebrating house, as you might imagine. So basically, this ink mat, because it's sticky, thank you, Sissy, it makes it so you don't really even have to iron your tea towel if you don't want to before you. No worries, Melinda. You don't even have to iron your tea towel before you ink on it, okay? So I'm going to use ink. It's permanent. You'll be able to wash your tea towel. Hello, Cheryl Briggs. All right, let me show you my ideas, okay? Now, lately, I've been only doing one transfer, but today we're going to use two. Back to my normal thing. Really? Laura, I didn't know that. That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, for Caitlin, that was actually my due date, was Valentine's Day, and it's funny because she's actually very punctual, like ridiculously punctual as a human. Can you imagine? Isn't that funny? Anyway, okay, here we go. We're going to use two transfers. We are going to use, these are reusable. They're silk screen. You can use them over and over as long as you take good care of them. Here are the two we're going to use. This one is called Hey Hot Stuff, and you get 6 different designs. Hi, Tracy Winton. My brain and my voice. Thank you for sprinkling. And then we're also going to use this, just a little reminder that you are loved, okay? So I am going to go ahead and grab this little heart with the hearts. I, for some reason, am just gravitating toward that. I love it. I like the way it looks on this particular transfer. I wish I had a giant one of these. Like, I wish it was big. I would have done a whole pillow like this, right? My twins were born on February 16th, and one of them was born on the 17th. Oh, that's awesome. That's fun that they have different birthdays. I like that. My dad's day. Aw. My parents were married on Valentine's Day. At least, look, everybody has so many Valentine, what do I want to say? Special reasons to celebrate it. How about that? We'll say that. Okay, I'm going to put this in the center right here, and then work on this, and then we'll worry about the other transfer, okay? Colleen Allen, welcome to my page. How are you? My daughter lives in Washington State, near the Seattle area. She's a special ed teacher there. Is that straight? I guess so. So this part's going to be pretty simple. What you want to do is take a squeegee. That's what this is called. This is a special squeegee, but they also come like this mostly. You'll see these this size. Even that size would be cute on a pillow, just moving around. Yes, you could. You could do multiple. Oh, well, you might be able to create it big. I don't know. That would take some time. Okay. All right. Oh, Donna Schiller said something. Hang on. Oh, no, I saw. And then years later, my brother was born on Valentine's Day. I missed that part. Hello, Christine Van Cleve. How are you? So this month's color of the month, you guys, is called Dream Car. 2 years ago, this month, they started color of the month. And the way the color of the month works is you load your cart with a whole bunch of fun chalk stuff. $75 subtotal. And then in your cart area, you will be able to purchase the color of the month, and it's only available usually for a couple of weeks or so at the beginning of the month, and then it goes away. You can't get it again. This was the first color they did 2 years ago, except it was a paste, and everybody loved it. It's Barbie Pink. If it looks darker to you, I'm telling you, it's Barbie car pink perfectly. Oh, Snohomish. Oh, yes. My sister has friends in Snohomish. I love that. Yes, I don't know exactly, like I think, is it toward the ocean side? Okay, so anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and just use our ink. So this time it's ink instead of paste. Now you can do all kinds of fun designs with the paste, but with the ink you can make permanent so that you can wash whatever it is you're gonna use, okay? So you can do this on metal as long as you can heat set it. You can do this on fabric. You can do it on wood as long as you heat set it. It's very awesome. Oh, thanks, Sissy. You're so sweet. You are sweet, sweet. And with ink, though, when you're working with fabric, I try to tell you to use firm pressure, okay? Then go back, scrape up your ink, just like that. And then make sure, now see, my fingers are not clean. Make sure your hands are clean before you touch your project because it's permanent. Okay, even before you heat set it, it's pretty permanent. So you want to make sure you don't touch anything. And then we're going to lift. Now this has a little distress marks. You're going to see that. This is so pretty. Okay, now when you make a purchase of the color of the month, you can get 3 at a time if you are somebody who likes to have multiple options. You can get up to 3 jars per purchase, just so you know. Hi, Kim. Welcome. Hi, Vicki. Happy Sunday. All right, I'm going to be a little bit extra careful drying this because of my ink mat. I don't want it to melt my ink mat. My heat tool is hot, so I'm putting mine kind of high, but if you have the chalk tool, you can do it real close, okay? I'm just going to dry it a little. I don't know that it's going to matter, but thanks for all the hearts. You guys are amazing. How late am I? I started at 12:19. You're less than 19 minutes late. How about that? No, but north of Seattle, a lot of older houses here. Cute. I love that. I love that. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was closer to the ocean, like west of Seattle, but I don't know. I don't live there. Caitlin does. So there you go. Okay, here we go. Thanks for all the hearts, you guys. Well, you guys are asking about my dad, and I do appreciate that. He is still in the ICU, but he is making progress, okay? Thank you for asking. Okay, so this says just a little reminder that you are loved. Now, when you are working on fabric, you do not want to fuzz your transfer, okay? I think I might leave the word that off. I haven't decided. It says a little reminder, just a little reminder, and I'm going to put that above the heart. I'm going to actually use the backer sheet for this one and lay it on top of my heart, just so it doesn't get ink on the back of it. Okay, and for this part, I am going to use black ink, okay? There we go. Now, if you're just starting and you don't have a lot of colors, I highly suggest you starting with black and white ink. I probably use them both equally. I start with black and white ink, black and white paste, and then as you go on, then you can add to your collection of colors a little at a time is what I do. Now I'm taking the squeegee while it's dry and rubbing it over my silk screen just to make sure I don't have any air bubbles. And then that way it won't get any bleeding, okay? All right, so then again, we're just gonna take our ink and press it in. And you just want to make sure you don't go off your transfer and onto your towel. And you're just pressing firmly, just like I am. Great idea. Thank you. Quinn I made the mistake of letting the front room door be open. And that's the only window to the front of my house. So of course she jumped on the bed in there and now she's barking at anyone that goes by. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get this pulled up. Again, I tend to always get paste or ink on me. So I'm just going to clean my hands as I go. I'm actually going to lift it this way. All right, so there we go. Oh, that's so pretty. Beverly asked, on fabric, wax is not needed to prevent it from the lifting. Correct. I would say, Beverly, you would never wax on when you're inking. What you would do instead, okay, you would never wax on fabric, number one, never. There's no reason you're not going to pull up your, the fabric's not going to pull up or anything like that. Oh, I'm so glad. Pam, just get your ink out because this will get you excited. But Beverly, let's say I wanted to put something like I wanted to ink on top of this heart that I've already inked. So if you want to layer your ink, you can. You don't really need to, but you can heat set in between, and that's like your wax. It'll protect your ink. So we're going to have to heat set this. I hope that makes sense. You would never wax with a fabric project ever. If you want to layer and you're worried, then I say, I might need to take this off here for a minute. Just heat set in between. I'm not gonna, because I'm not even going to overlap it. I'm just giving it I'm eyeballing this. But I want it to be somewhat even with the top. I guess I can do the whole design on the bottom. Otherwise, I'm going to have to piece it more together than I'm ready. Okay, now I'm going to lay this under here because I don't want to clean my transfer in between. I am a lazy crafter. Hi, Janet. Oh, good. You're welcome, Marilyn. And you can, of course, you guys know you can message me anytime in Messenger. If you're working on something and you're not quite sure what to do, let me know. Okay, so I am again doing the same deal. Now, I'm going to use both colors this time. Of course, I'm going to do the hearts in pink because they should be. I say when you're doing two colors, I don't always remember, but I try to remember, do the lighter color first, okay? Hi, Janet. Thank you, Lena. Okay, so I'm going to take my dream car, and this is what you call a multi-tool. The curved end is to stir your paste inside your jars. And this end is just to help you not get it where you don't want to. You could use a detail tool also. I tend to use my multi-tool the most if you're trying to decide which tool you want to get. And you guys know I almost always get some color somewhere, but everything is fixable typically. So I'm doing all the hearts in this pink. And then we're going to switcheroo. Now with ink, another fun fact, is it takes longer to dry. So you don't have to worry about this drying in the silkscreen and pulling it up and laying it down. You don't have to do any of that paste and pull method. you really can do your whole project, unless it's like a super big project that you're inking. You really can do the whole thing before you pull up your transfer, okay? So this, I know I've said this before on this page, but I started inking before I did any other crafting when I started with chalk. 3 years ago this month. This is my 3rd year, you guys. I actually think my first live was February 6th, I think. Yes, it is a great color. This color of the month is so pretty. I'm telling you, it was so popular. Now, what the color of the month concept was brand new 2 years ago when they did it. But this was a very popular color back then. So I love that they decided to do the ink with it. Ooh, maybe we should do that little line in pink too. I think I'm going to. I should have done it first, but I'm going to do my best not to get any black near the line. Thank you, Lena. It is, gosh, you guys, crafting is such a nice, well, I love it, number one, and this whole thing has been such a nice, such a fun thing to do that I just love so much, that even everything going on with my dad, and anytime I'm having a rough day mentally, when I come in here and do this with you guys, it is, thank you, Rosemary, it is therapeutic for me too, so. All right, we're going to do this line in pink because I just decided. Why not? Hit that heart button, type the word heart, check your messages. Now, you guys know I always say before you make any purchases, make sure you enroll in the Perks program. It's going to save you a ton of money, 30% as a matter of fact. Oh, I missed that little spot here. So if you miss anything, again, press firmly. This is why if you press very firmly, it shouldn't be a problem. But you can lift slowly. If you miss something, just lay it back down. I'm double checking all my things. I'm loving this. So pretty. All right, the transfers you're going to just clean with water and a board eraser. So easy. It's the same way I clean the ink mat is how you're going to clean your transfer, except don't use your paste scraper. All right, I'm just spraying these. I'll clean them after the live. But I want to show you guys how this turned out and how to heat set it. Okay. Just getting all my ink put away because if I leave it out, thanks for the heart, you guys. If I leave it out, you know I'm going to get something on my towel that I didn't want. Okay, check your fingers, all the things. And then, this is what I do. So typically, I would leave this sit on my ink mat till it's completely dry, like overnight even. Now, do you see why it's important to put your ink mat underneath? See how that ink got on my ink mat? I'm, of course, going to leave it because I just cleaned it once. I'm not cleaning it again. I'm just going to put the cover back on my ink mat like this. Okay, and then I store it in the sleeve it comes in. I've had this for a long time, 2 years maybe, something like that. I had one, and then I did get a new one because I cut up my ink mat for a bundle that I made. Oh, good, Beverly, you're going to definitely want an ink mat if you don't have one. I just ordered 3 tea towels. I'm looking forward to them, decorating them. Good. Okay. Now the key is you want to make sure this is completely dry. Okay. And like it's way easier to dry it if you're in a hurry, like I am. What is happening here? Oh, I see what's happening. Hang on. My ink is bleeding through because it must have been off the ink mat right there. Okay, anyway, you let the air flow through your tea towel. It'll dry faster like this. If you dry it on the ink mat, it takes a little longer, of course. This is so pretty. I love this. And you know what? I'm really a purple girl. I really love purple, but this pink I'm loving it. So I'm going to the craft store to get some things, to make some things today. Tell me what you're up to. All right, this is gonna be dry. Now the way I test it is I don't go this way, I just test it like that and check my fingers. This seems dry. That's not. I'm glad you guys like this. Yes, it is such a good, like, I can think about other things. My brain yesterday, guys, I wanted to go live yesterday and make something with you. I just really struggled concentrating yesterday with everything going on with my dad, so I apologize for not being live yesterday. I couldn't, just couldn't. But I'm here today. I'm feeling better. Feeling better. Okay, this is good. This is good. All right, now so let me show you how to heat set it. The easiest way is take it to your ironing board. Set your iron on the hottest setting you can for the fabric. Now I have mine all the way up. There's no steam, okay? No steam whatsoever. Get a piece of parchment paper. Put it on top once your ink is dry, and then you just iron it. I iron it not that long. It says 3 or 4 minutes. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I know you know that, but I always feel like I'm ghosting everybody when I don't come on. I just couldn't get it together to do it. I just couldn't. And I didn't have a video, and I was sad. But you got to take care of yourself, right? Got to put on your oxygen mask before you can help anyone else, as they say. So anyway, yes, I was struggling yesterday. Yes. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. And Jason and I, we went out. We had plans to go out. And we went out. But he's like, you look miserable. You look tired, he said. And I said, honestly, my brain is so full. I can't even, like I tried. I tried to have fun, but I couldn't. Thank you, Rosemary. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so this is what I do. I iron for like a minute or two. And then I go like this. If it feels like the fabric, I'm done. If you want a number, I would say 2 to 3 minutes to iron on the hottest setting that your fabric will allow, okay? Do I? I don't know if that's true, but thank you, Jan. You're so nice. I try. I love to go live with you guys. So when I miss it, I miss it. Okay, so now your tea towel is ready. So let's get it folded. Okay, let's get it folded. I might fold it a little skinnier, actually. Now with these, make sure that your little hook on the back of the tea towel is at the top. Thank you guys, you're so sweet. Okay, let's do it. All right, here's your tea towel. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Isn't this so pretty? Make sure you grab your color of the month, guys, before it runs out. I know it's a popular color. Don't be afraid of ink. It is amazing. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, everybody.